think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
Feeds in with everything, all the other chokes that we've been doing, okay? So we're here, good side control, all right? Before I even start pulling around on this, because once I start tugging on this, he's gonna know something's up, right? So I want to make sure I set a good side control, getting that lat muscle, getting shoulder pressure, checking his arm that's on my hip, keeping my head down, all right? If his arm's out on the sides like this, you could be looking for coming down, attacking the arm bar more in the mousetrap series. His arm's gonna be trying to cross face me because it's gonna be really uncomfortable for him, right? So instead of just sitting here like this and letting him make me choke myself, I'm gonna turn my chin, and tuck everything down. Try and think about putting my ear down to the mat or his shoulder, right? Because I want to use my head like another grip. Like now he can't get his arm out there, all right? So I'm gonna start untucking his gi. He's trying to be a turkey guy, tucking his gi in backwards. So I'm gonna pull, see how I twisted it?
Yeah.
So I don't wanna leave it all spread out. I wanna grab it and twist it up a little bit, all right? Punch it out as much as I can, because different guys, different body types, different cuts on their gis. It's gonna be kind of a different grip setting it up each time, all right? So pulling it out as much as I can, punching it over, hitting it off as fast as I can, all right? And then I'm gonna bring my arm back underneath, zip tying, all right? So from here, we're gonna act like this guy, he saw this coming and he pulled his arm out. So as I punched, he pulled his arm out, I pulled it underneath, right? If he punches his arm out, the very first thing I wanna do is think about keeping my head in contact with his arm and getting over here and going my head and arm, all right? If I don't and I stay up like I just did, like if he tries to bring his arm back now, try to drop your arm to the side, he can't, right? But if something happens, I lift my arm up, you bring it to the side and start getting this crossface going again. Still okay. I still got a little bit further ahead than I was with this grip. All right. So from here, I'm gonna reach over, belly or between our chest, palm of my chest facing up. See how my palm's facing up? I'm not gonna lift up and bring my arm in. I'm gonna use my arm like a wedge and coming through. All right. I'm gonna hand it off. I gotta get my arm up here. I'm gonna hand it off. All right. From here, I'm gonna stay heavy on him. I'm gonna reach over, I'm gonna grab this arm, I'm gonna pull it towards me. I'm gonna put my chest on it. Yeah, so from here, I'm gonna grab this shoulder. See this shoulder? I'm gonna keep my chest on the back of his tricep. I'm gonna roll him flat. Yep, so it's a shoulder and a choke, depending on body type, ski. Yep. All right, so this is all tucked in this time. I'm up in his lap. Turn my chin just to make it a little bit easier on myself, all right? You can do this if you want, but there's no reason to have to deal with that. So turn your head. I'm gonna punch over, but he straightens his arm. All right, I hand it off. I'm trying to keep my head down so he doesn't get back on that side. He starts looking to cross face. All right, I'm gonna pull and switch my hands. Pull, switch my hands. Reach over top, pull his arm over. Grab his shoulder, go flat. That's the Brambo. All right, a lot of times, all these we're gonna do for knee on belly. But it's kind of like the progression. We're down side control right now and adding on to it, okay? Any questions? Can you see it?
Can you do it on him one more time?
Let me
Do it on him one more time? Or when you, I got a question. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What if he doesn't straighten his arm out? What if he continues to keep the cross face?
I'm pulling his arm. So, I'm sorry, but I gotta do side effects. That helps. Side effects, I mean. So, down, right? So, that's E. So you punch your arm out. All right, so you bring it on that side, right? Well, if you, that's the side, yep, that's it. All right, so from here, I'm gonna pull you on your side. It can be, honestly, it can be a mixture right here between me staying tight and him off, because I don't really have to worry about the underhook so much, because I have his shoulder still. If I didn't have this, like we were doing that cross collar, and it bringing it over the shoulder, I still have the underhook technically from here. So, like he can't lift his shoulder up. Turn. Yep. Yeah. So once he turns, bam. Right. Grab that shoulder. Go flat. So if he doesn't turn for me, so bam, he punch out. I'm looking for that end arm. So he drops that elbow back down, or I don't keep my head down. Whatever happens there, right? Always look for the path of least resistance. Right? From here, homing up, handing it off. Reach over, grab this arm. I'm on my knees right now, but don't be on your knees, right? Yep. Feel how much worse that was on my toes. Sometimes I have a bad habit of like coaching.
No,
And like,
I thought it was good. Actually,
you know what I mean? Like, if you ever see me on my knees, don't ever be on your, you don't need, there's no reason to ever be on
I'm
your
gonna
knees.
take your hand on me.
You guys good? Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. It is.
All right.
Because
1, 2. Mousetrap series, we have the baseball bat choke, we have the bread cutter, we have the cross collar, and the Brambo.
Arm triangle.
Hen arm, yeah.
Head arm.
Yeah, hen arm triangle, all right? And then we're getting into doing the DARS and then the over shoulder ninja roll, all right? Good class, guys. Stick around and spar.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.